Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we're diving back into Lovely Writer. We're diving into episode 4. At the end of episode 3, Jean was, I guess, coming to a realization that Sib might actually have some sort of feelings about him, and he went into panic mode and he started yelling and screaming and basically like, okay, well, you better prepare to get the hell out of here because your 1 month's almost over. So, just get out. And, Sib seemed a little, hurt by that. And that's where the episode ended. So we're going to, just pick up and see where things go here. I got a lot of interesting commentary about people's feelings about Sib and his potential motivations and whatnot in the series. I'm just going to get through this episode and then we'll talk a little bit more about that if it becomes relevant. But yeah, we're just going to dive in and see what happens.
อ้าวคุณยินทำอะไรครับฉากเซ็กเฮ้ยถ้าผมช่วยเนี่ยอาจเสร็จเร็วกว่าก็ได้นะ
เชีย
เจ๊ว่าจีนเขียน NC ดีขึ้นเยอะเลยนะ
ไม่ต้องห่วงนะเดี๋ยวกูเนี่ยจะเป็นผู้ปกครองเอง
ก็คุณจีนน่ารักนี่ครับอันตรายนะครับระวังหน่อย
ดูเหมือนนับ10เขาจะชอบพี่จีนนะครับ
ว่าแต่10ช่วงนี้มันติดมึงมากเลยนะไปไหนมาไหนก็ถามหามึงตลอดเลยอะหน้าน่ารักบ้านมึงดิเตรียมเก็บของแล้วก็ย้ายออกไปได้แล้ว
Hello. I'm not upset about this in the least.
ใครวะโอ้ยกูรู้แล้วว่าใคร
Girl, your teeth are clean. They're clean. They're clean, girl. They're clean. You've been brushing for 20 minutes. They're clean, baby. Girl, you've got 3 missed calls at this point. Your teeth are clean.
หวังคำว่ากูต้องการมาส่วนตัวบ้าง
ฮัลโหลจีนทำอะไรอยู่ลูก
โหแม่อยู่ไหนอ่ะเสียงดังเชียว
แม่อยู่ที่ยิมเต้นกับป้าออนนะลูกเสียงดังเหรอ
ไม่เป็นไรครับแล้วนี่ได้อาราบิกกันอยู่หรอ
ใช่แล้วเป็นไงบ้างจ๊ะลูกหายหน้าหายตาไม่กลับบ้านเลยนะเรา
ช่วงนี้จีนปั่นต้นฉบับอยู่กับแม่แต่สบายดีนะแม่ไม่ต้องห่วง
I feel like this conversation would be easier without a mouthful of like toothpaste. I feel like we could have spit this out before we answered the phone.
จีนป้าออนขอคุยด้วยนะลูกน้องจีนคิดถึงจังเลยลูกหายหน้าหายตาไปเลยกลับมาเยี่ยมป้าบ้างสิ
ครับเดี๋ยววันไหนจีนกลับบ้านแล้วจีนจะไปหาป้าออนที่บ้านด้วยนะ
น้องจีนนี่น่ารักที่สุดเลยไว้มาป้าจะทำอาหารให้กินดีไหม
Thank you, Auntie.
ป้าออนน่ารักที่สุดเหมือนกัน
คุยกับแม่เราเถอะป้าขอไปแดนซ์ก่อนนะ
รักษาสุขภาพด้วยครับป้า
จ้าอ้อนเก่งนะเธอเนี่ย
อ้อนที่ไหนล่ะแล้วนี่พ่อพี่แจ๊ค
Again, I feel like this conversation would be so much easier without a mouthful of toothpaste. I feel like we could still just walk over to the sink and just real quick and.
พ่อบ่นทีก็ตึงใส่กันทีโอ๊ยแม่ละเหนื่อย
แม่อย่าไปบ่นเยอะบ่นเยอะแก่เร็วรู้ปะ
อ่ะเธอว่าฉันแก่หรือไงยะ
เปล่า
ฉันไปเต้นต่อดีกว่าแล้วเราเนี่ยก็กินข้าวมันตรงเวลาด้วยนะเธอ
ครับแม่ด้วยนะรักษาสุขภาพด้วยฝากบอกพ่อพี่แจ๊คด้วยนะ
กลับบ้านด้วยนะ
I'm wondering if it was like the directorial choice to have him not spit before answering the phone.
นี่แหละบ๊ายบาย
บ๊ายบายครับ
So I know it would irritate me having that in my mouth this whole time, holding up a conversation. Oh, why is that?
เฮ้ยเข้าทำไมอ่ะออกเลยนะ
Yes, I'm
ผมเห็นคุณจีนบอกว่ามีนัดอะแต่ยังไม่ออกไปสักที ผมเลยเข้ามาตามนะครับ
ก็นี่ไง กูกำลังแปรงฟันอยู่นี่ไง เดี๋ยวอาบน้ำเสร็จแล้วก็ออกแล้ว
ไม่ต้องรีบนะครับ ค่อยๆแปลง
Oh, trust me, he hasn't been.
เลือดออกหรือไม่สะอาดเอานะ
Trust me, he's been doing anything but brushing while brushing his teeth.
แปรงสีฟันที่กูใช้เนี่ยหัว
I knew that toothbrush was hashtag product placement when they showed me
แล้วก็แน่นอีกด้วย
the little label in the
รับ
cup.
รองอ่อนโยนต่อช่องปากแน่นอน
ขายเก่งนะครับเนี่ย พี่ตั้มเพิ่งบอกผมมาว่ามีลูกค้าแปรงสีฟันติดต่อผมมาเป็นพรีเซนเตอร์อะคุณจีนสนใจมาเป็นกับผมไหม
นี่เลิกแซวแล้วออกไปได้แล้ว
ก็ผมใส่ใจนี่ครับ
ออกไป
ให้ผมช่วยแปรงไหม
ไม่ต้อง กูแปรงเองได้
Trust me, that's the one thing he does not need help with in life. He's done a thorough job of brushing his teeth. Like we're what? Almost 5 minutes into the episode and he's still brushing his damn teeth?
ไอจีนชีวิตมึงเป็นไงบ้างวะแฮปปี้ดีหรือเปล่า
ทำงานไปวันๆนะมึง
ไอจีนอ่ะแม่งขบอยู่กับนิยายมัน
ใช่ มึงเขียนนิยายเหรอ เห็นหวานบอก
นิยายอะไรวะ นิยายรักเหรอ
Yeah.
ฟิลนั่นแหละ
นี่นิยายวายจ้ากูเนี่ยติดตามอยู่นะไอ้จีนจีนมากไล่ตั้มมันเพิ่งบอก
I'm loving
ว่านิยายมึง
sideburns.
เนี่ย
Can we
จะได้
get
ทำ
some
เป็นซีรีส์
backstory
ด้วยนะ
on
เว้
him?
ยเพื่อนจะดังแล้วว่ะ
ไม่ได้ขนาดนั้น
นี่แล้วก็มีน้องนับ10มาเล่นด้วยใช่ปะกูเนี่ยนะแบบกรีดบ้านจะแตกอะเธอไม่ไหว
นี่มึงรู้จักนับ10ด้วยเหรอ
โอ้รู้สิกูเนี่ยแบบ
พอจากแม่
It's like, don't worry, baby, I still love you, but we all have our celebrity crush who's on our list. We run into them, we might give it up. Hello, I am loving sideburns, and he's got these ears too. I mean, I'll ship it together too.
กูมีอะไรติด
Corn.
เฮ้ยพาวกูก็จะถามเฉยๆเว้ยว่าไอ้นิยายวายของมึงอะคืออะไรวะ
ก็นิยายผู้ชายได้กันไง โอ้
Rude?
นิยายรักกันนี่แหละมึงเหมือนในละครชายหญิงที่ดูนั่นแหละ แค่ตัวเอกอะเป็นผู้ชาย2 คน
มึงนี่เขียนอะไรแบบนี้ได้ด้วยเหรอวะ นี่อย่าบอกนะเว้ยว่ามึงเป็นไอ้จีน
That I'm what?
เกย์อะ
Amazingly delicious? Or
เกี่ยวอะไร
that?
วะ เดี๋ยวนี้นิยายแบบนี้ส่วนใหญ่ก็ผู้หญิงเขียนทั้งนั้นอะกูว่าตะกะมึงแปลกๆปะ
กูก็ถามเฉยๆเว้ย แต่จะว่าไปช่วงนี้มึงก็แบบดูหวานผิดปกตินะ หน้าตาจิ้มลิ้มผู้ชายที่ไหนก็หวั่นไหวแหละ
I mean, are you
เฮ้ยแต่จริง
are you speaking from experience? Are you trying to get in my
มี
pants?
กลิ่นมาตั้งแต่มหาลัยแล้วนะ ไม่เคยมีแฟนเลยนะเว้ย
ว่ะ
Okay, why is everyone coming at me at dinner right now?
สุดท้ายมันก็ไปเทเขาหมด ไอ้แคท
ใช่น้องแคท
หรือว่ามึงชอบผู้ชายตั้งแต่ตอนนั้นวะ
I mean, why is everybody like trying to out me right now with dinner? Like I ain't seen y'all in a hot minute, and y'all just like coming at me
มัน
sideways.
เป็น
Like
ได้นะเว้ยพวกกูโอเคแล้วจริงๆเนี่ยพวกกูจีนมากด้วยเดี๋ยวกูช่วยจีน
I mean, sideburns didn't seem too okay with the prospect of
แฮปปี้
it.
มากมึงเป็นได้เลยเนาะจีนมาก
Can everyone please stop trying to out me in the middle of dinner? Like, if I wanted to tell y'all something, I would tell y'all something. Like, and I'm glad that you feel comfortable and you want to ship me with every guy under the sun, but can y'all like back the fuck up, please?
เป็นไม่เป็นนี่กูต้องมาบอกพวกมึงด้วยเหรอ คิดดูแล้ว มันก็ไม่ใช่เรื่องของพวกมึงนี่
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not ashamed of anything, but also like, if I wanted
พว
to
กมึง
tell you
นี่
something, I would tell you
มันจะ
something.
เป็นหรือไม่เป็นอะไรเนี่ย มันก็เคยจีนเพื่อนเรานี่แหละ เดี๋ยววันหนึงถ้ามันพอใจนะ เดี๋ยวมันก็เล่าชีวิตมันให้พวกมึงฟังเองอะนะ
โหมึง กูแค่แบบอยากรู้ว่าเพื่อนเราเป็นยังไงบ้างอัปเดตชีวิตแค่นั้นเอง
ซีเรียสเนาะ
ใช่
เอาเป็นว่าพวกมึงเลิกเสือกและปาร์ตี้ดีกว่า นานๆเจอกันทีเนี่ยสัมภาษณ์กันจนกูคิดว่าเป็นรายการวาไรตี้ทอล์กโชว์ไรสัตว์ โอ้โห เอามันไปไหนอะ
เดี๋ยวกูมีเซอร์ไพรส์พวกมึงด้วย
I mean, like, if he was really your friend, like, you would know that even if y'all haven't seen each other in a hot minute, y'all would know that he's got very much an introverted type personality. From not saying he's a complete introvert, but he does have that tendency that I relate to. So, like, that this is not how you approach somebody with that sort of mentality.
ฮัลโหลครับ
ฮัลโหลครับเชฟมึงอยู่ไหนอะ
Girl, how drunk are
คุณ
you?
จีนเมาเหรอครับ
ไม่เมาอะไรวะ
เมาสินะ
น้ำเชฟมารับหน่อยได้เปล่าอยากให้น้ำเชฟมารับตอนนี้เลยอะ
แล้วคุณจีน
Child.
อยู่กับใครล่ะครับ ตอนเนี้ย
ก็มีไอ้ตั้มแล้วก็ไอ้พวกเพื่อนขี้เสือกทั้งหลายทั้งปวงอยู่กันเต็มไปหมดอะเอาเป็นว่านะ ถ้าน้ำเชฟไม่มารับนะ กูจะนอนอยู่ตรงนี้แหละไม่กลับ
ผมขอคุยกับพี่ตั้มหน่อยได้ไหม
ได้เลยครับผมคุณน้ำเชฟตั้มน้องเขาคิดถึงอยากคุยกับมึงอะ
ฮัลโหล
พี่ตั้มตอนนี้พี่อยู่ที่ไหนกันเนี่ย
อยู่โรงแรมแอลว่ะ ไอจีนเป็นเอามากว่ะมึงไม่ต้องมาก็ได้นะ มันน่าจะเพ้อไปเรื่อยอ่ะ เดี๋ยว
คุณฝากดูแลจีนด้วย ผมกำลังไปอ่ะ
He's like, girl, I'm on my way. Don't worry. I'm gonna be this knight in shining armor for my baby.
จีนรู้ก่อนนะกลับก่อน
ไอ้ตั้มไอ้เหี้ยมึงปล่อยกูจะนั่งตรงเนี้ยแหละ
จีนเดียว
So he's one of those drunks. I've dealt with those.
โอ้ยกูเมาแล้วกูนั่งตรงเนี้ยแหละ
ทำไมพี่ปล่อยให้จีนเมาขนาดนี้
เชี่ย
Girl, don't
ข้าว
yell
นั้น
at
ฟังที่
me.
ไหนล่ะ ยกกระดกเอาเหมือนคนไม่เคยกินนะ
Facts.
จีนครับ คุณจีน
เฮ้ยหมายเลข18มาได้ไงเนี่ย
จีนเป็นคนโทรบอกให้ผมมารับเองนะครับ
นี่นับ10
ทำไมเมาขนาดนี้ล่ะครับ
Because my friends don't know how to mind their
ไอ้
business.
ตั้มอ่ะให้กูกินอยู่นั่นอ่ะ
พี่ตั้มให้จีนดื่มเหรอ
โอ้โห ตลกเลย ยกก็ยกแดกเองแล้วบอกกูให้ดื่มไหมนะ
ก็เมากันขนาดนี้แล้ว น่าจะดื่มพอกันตั้งแต่แรกแล้วไม่ใช่หรอ
นานเจอเพื่อนฝูงที เนาะไอหวาน
Look, they're all gone, so I don't think anyone's really to blame right now. Oh?
ขอโทษนะไอ้สิบกูก็เริ่มมึนๆแล้วอะแล้วพรุ่งนี้กูมีงานเช้า มึงเอาไอ้จีนกลับห้องได้เลยเนาะ
งั้นผมขอพาจีนกลับก่อนนะครับ
Child.
เอามาอีกแก้วดิมาดิ
Girl, baby, you fine. We got another glass in the car.
ส่วนรถจีนฝากพี่เคลียร์แล้วไปคืนที่คอนโดด้วยละกัน
พรุ่งนี้กูออกจากจังหวัดแต่เช้า
ก็ไปก่อนหน้านั้นสิ
It's the girl that leave your ass earlier, okay? Bring my man's car to his condo.
กูไปจัดการมึงนี่เนาะ ไปครับ
คุณจีนครับระวัง
สิบ
ระวัง
แม่งชัดขนาดเนี้ย ตอนกูถามเสือกมากระอึกกระอักไอ้เหี้ยถ้าเป็นมันก็ตอบมาให้จบก็ได้ปะวะ เพื่อนก็ไม่ใช่ว่าจะรับไม่ได้
But it's also none of your damn
มัน
business.
เชี่ยนักหนา มันไม่ใช่ทุกคนนะเว้ย ที่อยากเล่าเรื่องตัวเองตลอดเวลา
โหแล้วแม่งจะปิดบังพวกกูทำไม ไอ้เหี้ยเพื่อนเราก็ไม่ได้คิดอะไรอยู่แล้วปะวะ
Oh,
รู้จักกันมานั่ง
just like I said when I was reacting to Bad Buddy, just because you guys are friends does not entitle you to know everything about a
หล
person.
บซ่อนๆมันเรื่องน่าอายตรงไหน
มันก็มีเหตุผลของมันแหละ
Yes.
ของแบบนี้ต้องใช้เวลาป่าววะ
When he's ready to say things, he will say things.
มันก็สิทธิ์ของมัน
Just because y'all are friends does not entitle you to know about everything in his life.
โอ้โห เชี่ย
งั้นกูไปละดูแลคนอื่นแทนกูด้วย พรุ่งนี้กูงานเช้าว่ะ
โอ้โห ไอ้สัตว์ทิ้งกูอีก
Lord. Child.
ไม่ถึงหรอกยัง
จีนครับ ถ้าไม่อยู่นิ่งเนี่ย ผมจะอุ้มนะครับ
Child.
อุ้มเหรอ
He's like, girl, don't you threaten me with a good time.
เอาเลยอุ้มเลย
And Sip like, girl, don't threaten me with a good time.
เปลี่ยนไปขี่หลังแทนได้ไหมครับ
Oh, child.
อยากขี่ม้าพอดีเลยอ่ะ
Child, I've heard and said that before.
ครับ
For piggyback rides, of course.
ถ้าผมแบกไม่ไหวเนี่ย คุณจีนจะหล่นลงพื้นเอานะ ฉะนั้นกอดผมให้แน่นๆนะครับ
Hug your man. Girl, I know he drunk, but I feel the love. All he needs to do is start biting his ear. Now, if we can just get through this night, get him home safely, and get through the whole thing without there being like a throw-up incident at any point, it will be a completely cute, just amazing. I mean, not amazing, but it'll be a completely cute night. Oh, you brought the little dragon thing.
หล่อจัง
I mean, he is. You both are.
คุณจีนก็น่ารักจังนะครับ แล้วนี่รถมึงเหรอ
Even drunk, he still doesn't know how to take the compliment. Me, he's me. I swear he is the most adorable thing, and he must be protected at all costs. Must protect the puppy gene.
คุณจีนอย่าซนครับ
ทำไมแฟนให้มาเหรอ
นี่คุณจีนอยู่กับผมมาเป็นเดือนขนาดเนี้ย ยังไม่รู้อีกเหรอว่าผมมีแฟนหรือเปล่า
ก็ต้องมีอยู่แล้วป่ะ ก็มึงหล่อ ก็ต้องมีคนชอบอยู่แล้วนี่
Yeah, but I only like one
ขนาด
person.
กูยังชอบเลย
Oh. So that's why we had to get him drunk this episode. Because that's the only way that he would admit
จีน
anything.
ชอบผมเหรอครับ
Got you.
ทำไมคิดว่ากูพูดไม่จริงเหรอ
ก็คุณจีนเมาอ่ะ
แล้วคนเมามันพูดความจริงกันไม่เป็นหรือไงฮะ
Facts, they tend to be more honest. That filter tends to.
คุณจีน
That's one thing about me. I get sleepy and I get very, very honest when I'm drinking.
ไม่รู้ดิ
Child.
ก็มึงหล่อ
I mean, he is. You both are. I keep saying this.
ตาก็กลมโต ขนตาก็เรียงกันเป็นแถบส่วนจมูกเนี่ยนะ ยังเป็นสันโด่งขนาดเนี้ย ปากเนี่ยเป็นกระจับ
I mean, Gene, you want to talk about full lips. Okay, I've been talking about the shape of his mouth since day one. Like, he's got like just the prettiest shape.
กล้ามเนี่ย
Girl,
มันเป็นหล่อน
that alcohol hit hard. Like, I appreciate this moment, and I need it to not end in a kiss.
ๆเหมือนพระเอกที่หลุดออกมาจากนิยายวายสักเรื่องอะ
Yes, that's how I need it to end.
แถมมันก็ยังเป็นเด็กดี ช่วยเขียนนิยายด้วย
เริ่มเห็นข้อดีของคนเมาแล้วสิครับ
Mhm. Because as much as I would love them to kiss and make out and do all the things now, I need it to happen when Gene is not drunk. I need him to be in his full conscious faculties, give his consent, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm glad that he didn't do anything, didn't try to do anything. I'm glad that Sib didn't try to initiate anything, although I feel like Sib wouldn't, just from past interactions we've seen so far. Although, I mean, the night's still happening, so Gene could still try something, but again, hopefully Sib will keep his distance. Ciao. Girl, what did I just say? Gene, go to bed. Put him to bed. Put him to bed. Oh, shit. Gene said I want it now, but still.
จะทำอะไรครับเนี่ยดูก็น่าจะรู้นี่ผมไม่รู้ครับไหนบอกช่วยได้ก็จะช่วยไงนี่ไงช่วยก็เขียนนิยายไง
Yes, thank you, Sib. Thank you.
ตอบได้ไหมครับ ว่าตัวเองกำลังทำอะไรอยู่ตอนเนี้ย
Sure.
จีนใจเย็นครับ ใจเย็นครับจีนใจเย็นหน่อยดิครับ
Oh, Lord, please don't break anything.
จีนแน่ใจแล้วเหรอครับจีนมึงเลิกถามกูได้ปะกูรู้นะมึงอ่อยกูอะ
I mean, I'm not trying to right
คิด
now.
กับกูแบบพี่น้องฮะพี่น้องหาอะไรวะที่ผ่านมาผมไม่เคยคิดกับคุณจีนแบบพี่น้องอย่างที่คุณจีนพูดเลยแล้วแม่งคืออะไรวะผมแค่อยากรอวันที่เราสองคนพร้อมมากกว่านี้คุณจีนเข้าใจใช่ไหมมึงกูสับสนวะ
I know, baby, I know.
กับเรื่องไหนเหรอครับกับจีนไม่เป็นไรนะครับ
Cal's face right now, the bone structure and the way that the angle of the camera, the light, oh my god, stunning. Okay, I can deal with nose nuzzling, I'm fine with this. I fucking love this series. It's like the series was written just for me to give me all my consensual needs.
คืนนี้มึงนอนกับกูเลยปะแค่นอนอ่ะกูไม่อยากนอนคนเดียว
Puppy. And see, I'm fine with that too. I'm fine with cuddling and sleeping and hugging and all that kind of stuff. I just don't want, like, yes, I want them to do this stuff. I just don't want Gene to do anything under any influence that he can come back later and say, oh, I was drunk or I was not in the right frame of mind or blah, 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 blah. I want everything to be 100% conscious and consensual. Hug the puppy. It makes me want to cry. It's so sweet. Oh, Lord. Love this song. Love the show. Don't worry, girl. Nothing happens. Oh.
ตื่นแล้วเหรอครับคุณจีน
I swear his gulps get me every time.
เมื่อคืนอ่ะ
เมื่อคืนทำไมเหรอครับ
Now he's gonna play coy about it.
ให้มันแล้วๆไปเนาะคือยังไงพวกเราก็ผู้ชายอ่ะ
แต่เมื่อคืนเนี่ยคุณจีนจูบผมไปตั้งหลายรอบนะครับ
But we're just guys. It's fun.
มึงก็ผู้ชาย กูก็ผู้ชายด้วยอีกอย่างนะกูเมามากด้วยเมื่อคืนอ่ะอย่าไปคิดมากเลยเนาะ
คิดสิครับ หรือว่าคุณจีนไม่คิด
ไม่ กูไม่คิด
แต่หน้าคุณจีนไม่ได้บอกแบบนั้นนะครับเมื่อคืนอ่ะ
He's like, I'm gonna try and probe these feelings out of you soberly, okay?
กูคิด แต่มันไม่ใช่เรื่องใหญ่อะไรปะวะ อีกอย่าง
But what about the other
ย้ายออก
things?
มาด้วย
Girl, why you gotta keep reminding me? We were having such a good love connection.
งอนอะไรอีก ก็เมื่อคืนกูเมามาก กูไม่รู้เรื่อง
แต่เมื่อคืนอ่ะ คุณจีนบอกชอบผมแล้วนะ
Mm-hmm.
ชอบเหรอ
ใช่ครับ
Mm-hmm.
คุณจีนบอกชอบผมแล้ว นี่คุณจีนอยู่กับผมมาเป็นเดือนขนาดเนี้ย ยังไม่รู้อีกเหรอว่าผมมีแฟนหรือเปล่า
ก็ต้องมีคนชอบอยู่แล้วนี่ ขนาดกูยังชอบเลย
I swear him and
มึง
these
พูดไม่รู้เรื่อง
gulps.
แล้วเนี่ย ออกไปเลยนะ ออกห้องกูไปเลย
Well, girl, how do you think I got in your room?
ไป
Mm-hmm.
ก็ได้ครับ แต่ผมจำไม่ลืมนะ
Mm-hmm. So now you're gonna have to soberly, consciously come to grips with these feelings that you got. Can't keep suppressing them, baby. Oh, baby, I know. I know. What flavor ramen we got? I mean, that looks like the creamy chicken flavor that we got over here, just from the color. That's my favorite, so I'm gonna assume it is.
โอ๊ยโอ๊ยเชี่ยโอ๊ยโอ๊ย
Lord, baby. Girl, you good?
นี่มันเยอะไปแล้ววะเนี่ยมากูทำเอง
It's like, girl, you better,
สิครับ
so you better back the fuck up. I'm gonna do this. Sib said that is my arm, and I'm gonna lather it with this aloe gel or whatever the hell I got here. So you just sit there and you let me rub you.
โอ้ยแซ่บโอ้ยตรงนั้นแหละโอ้ยลงไปหน่อยตรงนิ้วโอ้ย
คุณจีนเนี่ยไม่ระวังเลยนะครับ อยู่นิ่งนะครับ ใช้ตัวเนี้ยมันจะเหนียวหน่อย
โอ้ยแซ่บ
Poor baby.
แซ่บโอ้ยตรงนิ้วด้วยตรงนิ้ว
อยู่เฉยสิครับ ถ้าไม่อยู่เฉยเนี่ยจะเจ็บนะ
ให้กูอยู่เฉยได้ไงเจ็บขนาดเนี้ย
It's like watching Beauty and the Beast. But y'all know, y'all who follow me long enough know that that's my favorite movie, so I love it. There's something sweet and almost kind, and he was mean and he was coarse and unrefined, but now he's dear and so unsure. I wonder why I didn't see it there before.
คุณจีนไปพักนะครับ เดี๋ยวผมทำเอง
He cares for you, girl. And you like him too, so learn how to deal with your feelings. Figure this shit out, girl. God, those cheekbones. I love them. I love this series soundtrack.
อาจเป็นคนที่ฟ้าส่งของขวัญให้ฉันมานี่ใช่ไหมที่ฉันตามหาน่าจะใช่
ฝันดีนะครับ
อยากให้เธอได้รู้จักว่ามันดีสักเท่า
Love this song.
ที่เธอรักฉันมากแค่ไหน
You gonna tell Tom he can stay longer?
Baby, it's you.
ไอ้ตั้มมึงไม่ต้องมารับเด็กมึงแล้วนะ
Okay, he's starting to deal with whatever feelings he has.
Lolo ไอ้ตั้มเหรอมึงใช้เบอร์ใครโทรมาวะเนี่ยมึงยังไม่ตื่นอีกเหรอกูอยู่ใต้คอนโดมึงนะเนี่ยฮะนี่มึงไม่ได้ฟังวอยซ์ที่กูส่งไปเลยเหรอโทรศัพท์กูร่วงน้ำพังนี่กูเพิ่งซื้อโทรศัพท์ใหม่มาแล้วก็กูโทรหา10มาด้วยเมื่อกี้ไอ้ตั้มเดี๋ยวนะรีบมาแล้วกันมึงอ่ะ
มีอะไรหรือเปล่าพี่
ไป10รีบไปเก็บของใช่รีบไปของมึงอะไม่มีเยอะใช่ไหม
เก็บของทำไมอ่ะ
ไอจีนเขาบอกให้กูมารับมึงครบเดือนหนึ่งแล้วนี่กูโทรจองพักชั่วคราวไว้มึงแล้วเนี่ยไอจีนเนี่ยมันรับความเป็นส่วนตัวมึง
Gene hurry your ass up hurry up girl
มันจริงๆนั่นแหละ
พี่ตั้มพูดมากอีกแล้วนะพี่
จู่ๆมึงหยิบอะไรขึ้นมาอีกเนี่ย
I mean we know why he's angry but why baby girl
จีนเป็นยังไงอ่ะนิสัยเป็นยังไงผมรู้ไม่ต้องให้พี่มาบอกหรอก
ไอจีนช่วยกันหน่อยเร็ว
นี่พี่เรียกจีนลงมาเหรอ
เฮ้ยกูไม่ได้เรียกกูลงมาเองแหละ
ไม่ง่วงเหรอครับผมบอกแล้วไงว่าให้นอนต่อได้เลยอ่ะ
เดี๋ยวให้นอนแล้วกันเคลียร์เรื่องนี้ให้จบก่อนไปขึ้นไปคุยข้างบน
If looks could fucking kill, my poor baby Tom would be 6 feet under.
นู้กลับเลยกันพวกมึงก็เคลียร์ไปนะงั้นเดี๋ยวกูลงไปส่งมาไม่เป็นไรกูยังไม่อยากรีบตายอ่ะ
คุณจีนครับโกรธผมไหมถ้าผมจะขออยู่ที่นี่ต่อ
ก็ถ้ามึงจำเป็นจริงๆอ่ะกูไม่ได้ว่าอะไรหรอกจะถามจริงทำไมถึงอยากอยู่ที่นี่ขนาดนี้
เพราะผมชอบคุณจีนครับ
If it hasn't been fairly obvious, but yes, okay. Guess it's good to get the words out officially. Yes, girl. Lord, Gene is so me. Gene is me. The man could be as obvious as the fucking sun and just oblivious to everything. Everyone's just being really nice to me. Lord. Okay, so another great episode. Lots of great things happened in this episode, and then there's some other things that I find concerning, but we'll start off with the good stuff. Well, we know Gene's teeth are the cleanest teeth in the history of the world because he spent 10.5 hours brushing them. And then we got the moment, the moment with him and his friends catching up and whatnot. And I already said a whole lot of how I felt during that particular moment. But I'll just recap in case you guys skipped over some stuff, or, in case that some of that stuff needed to be cut out, because as we know, this is for YouTube and I got to trim it down to include only 40 minutes worth of the actual episode, which will be fun again. But yeah, I said it a few times throughout those couple scenes with his friends, just like I said when I was reacting to Bad Buddy, the series. Like, I don't feel like it's that's just one of my trigger buttons, one of my like red topic buttons, where I'm just like, it frustrates me so much whenever people out other people, whether it's in these series or in real life, whatever it may be, like, and yes, their intentions may be good, their intentions may have been to be, we're supporting friends and we're totally fine with whatever it is, so you can tell us, and it's like, I appreciate it that you guys are supportive, I appreciate it that you guys are accepting of these things, but also at the same time, like, if Gene wanted to tell you, he would tell you. If Gene felt comfortable telling you, he would tell you. So obviously Gene's not in that place. Maybe it's you guys, maybe it's something with Gene, who knows, but like, Gene's just not in a place right now where he's comfortable telling you. So even if this is like another universe, like you guys kept telling me, Bad Buddy, homophobia doesn't exist here, blah, 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 blah. Even if that was the case, still, the character felt some neat reason not to tell people. And we don't know if Gene is gay or bi or straight, and Sib is the only guy he's been attracted to, that whole trope that we've seen a million times in all these series. Gene, he's straight, but Gene's the only man who's whatever. Or maybe he's had, feelings towards other men over the years and, just repress them or whatnot. We don't know. But either way, there's been enough reason for Gene not to come out and say, hey, I like Sib, or I like men, or blah, blah, blah. And, reasons he's not dated people and all this other stuff. Whatever his reasons are, they're his reasons, and he's entitled to those reasons. And if he doesn't want to tell people about himself, he doesn't have to tell people about himself. So just because you're my friend, whether you're an old college friend or you're my best friend that I've had for years and years and years, blah, 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 yes, it would be nice if we shared everything. It would be nice if we told each other everything. But just because you are that level of a friend doesn't mean that you're entitled to know everything. It'd be nice, there should be a comfort level where, we should feel comfortable telling each other everything, but it doesn't mean that you're entitled to know everything about me, just like it doesn't mean I'm entitled to know everything about you. So that whole dinner scenario with his friends made me very uncomfortable, because I'm like, again, it felt like people are trying, it's coming from the best of intentions, but they say the road to hell is paved in good intentions. So like, it's coming from the best of places, like, we support you in whatever you do, so just tell us the word. But it's like, why are you guys trying to force me out of the closet? Maybe I'm not gay, maybe he's asexual, maybe he has no sexual desire, maybe he's not attracted to anybody, maybe he's content just being by himself. Who knows? But you guys are like trying to force this confession out of him, and it's like, it makes me very uncomfortable. I'm like, y'all need to just back the fuck up, please. Especially if this is someone y'all keep considering like one of your friends. If he is as good a friend as you guys keep implying that you guys are to him, then y'all would know the sort of introverted personality type that he has, and you can't just force things out of him. So yes, that made me terribly uncomfortable, and I did not care for his friend group in any way, shape, or form. Again, not that they are bad people. They're not awful people. I just felt like their approach lacked some empathy, and it lacked tact. It was very tacky. I did not care for how they chose to approach things. Especially Sideburns, which at first me and Sideburns, like, I felt a connection between us. Like, I heard wedding bells, I saw the altar, we were ready to go. And then Sideburns want to flip the script and start acting some sort of way. And I'm like, Sideburns, you're cute, but I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to uninvite you from our wedding. We can't be dealing with this. Oh, Lord. But yeah, so Gene in his drunken stupor called up Sib and was like, hey, come pick me up. If you don't pick me up, then I'm not coming home. I'm just gonna sleep right here. And Sib's like, girl, put Tom on the phone. Where are you at? I'll be right there. And Gene flew over to the hotel. And Gene started scolding Sib. How could you let him get this drunk? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, I don't know. Or not. Started scolding Tom. And I'm like, well, I don't know that Tom is really to blame. I don't know that anyone's really to blame. They were all drinking here. And Gene even said on the phone before he went there, like, I want to get drunk tonight. So Gene went in with the intention that he was going to get drunk. So his friends, being, the pushy people that they were, didn't help matters, and that just exacerbated Gene's wanting to get drunk. So Gene got drunk off of his ass of his own accord, but his friends, being the way they were, did not help matters in any way, shape, or form. So Sib rescued Gene, took him home. Lots of cute moments, the whole piggyback ride, and Gene's like, oh, I always wanted to ride somebody. I'm like, girl, you ain't never lie. I've seen Sib. I've seen him without his shirt on. Girl, you ain't never lie. But that's neither here nor there. That's talk for, Topher After Dark. But yeah, it's just lots of cute moments when he was drunk. And I didn't really have a question in my head as to why we had to get Gene drunk. But as the episode went on, it made more sense why we chose to get him drunk right here, right now. Because we still didn't pick up from where we left off last episode, where he's like, well, you only got a month, so get out. I would have loved to see how the rest of that conversation went down. But we needed to get Gene drunk in this episode, because that was the only way that we could get Gene to fully let down those walls, let down all those guards, and just speak whatever's in his head, without any sort of reservation, and just talk. Because like I said, I'm similar in a sense where I'm not one of those falling over stupid drunks, or one of those loud, excessive, anything like that, or aggressive or anything. Whenever I'm drinking, and I think I've only been drunk once. I have a very high tolerance for alcohol, so I can drink a lot of alcohol. I don't, but I can. But whenever I'm drinking, an excessive amount, or if I'm at a party or something, alcohol makes me sleepy, and it makes me very honest. So, Gene was in there saying, why would I have to lie? Why would drunk people lie? Factual. It's very, very honest. All of those guards and reservations are gone, so I'm just speaking unfiltered. Blah, 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 blah. So we got Gene drunk this episode so we could get just unfiltered conversation and unfiltered feelings, what is in his head. And we got all kinds of stuff about how he likes Sib, and how Sib is so handsome, and he's got the highest nose bridge, and he's got these eyes and these long eyelashes that go on for miles, and these full lips, and this, that, and the other. I'm like, baby, have you looked in the mirror? Because baby, you are describing yourself to a T. But yes, Sib does have all of these qualities. Sib is a gorgeous man. We know this. And it was just sweet. It was sweet, and he's just talking honestly and matter-of-factly, yep, I like you, and clearly you're not single because you got so many people after you, and blah, 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 blah. And it's okay, this is sweet. And I'm glad, we made it through the entire night without any kind of, vomit throw up scene or whatever, because it very easily could have crossed into that territory where it's like we're having this really poignant serious moment, and then we try to lighten up the mood by, you know, throwing in that bleh, like on someone's shoes or something like that, which I felt was what happened when we transitioned into Tom in the toilet, where I'm like, ugh, this really we could have broken Tom's phone in any other way. We could have dropped it in a pool, or, you know, he could have tripped and broke the screen. Like, we could have broke his phone a number of ways. We didn't have to jump to him on the fucking toilet. But yeah, so I felt like, you know, the whole like potential throw up thing was one of those things that just a way to like lighten the mood, and I didn't want it to happen. I didn't want them to ruin that mood for me, and they didn't, and I was so super happy about that. And then another thing I was so super happy about was we got him back. We got Gene back to the apartment, got him back on the bed, and Gene started getting handsy. He started getting aggressive, and he started like making his move, trying to get Sib to help him write his novel, you know. And I'm like, as much as I would love to see this, y'all know, if there's one thing in this world I love, it is hot men doing gay shit. And as much as I would love to watch these two beautiful men get to know each other biblically, like I already said there, my heart would feel much better and at ease knowing that all of these actions were happening consensually. And yes, obviously Gene was the aggressor in this sense, like he's the one who's putting out all the moves, but still, even though he might be drunk, and again, inhibitions might be down, and this might be what he wants. You get like third party looking in, like, yes, this might be what Gene wants on the inside, and he's, you know, when he's sober, he's fighting against it so hard. So maybe this is what he wants, but still, I would rather him reach that comfort level in a sober state of mind, just so he can't come back later and be like, yeah, no, like he was doing the next morning when Sib was playing with him, and Sib's like, oh, we kissed so many times, and Gene's like, look, we're just two guys, and I was so drunk, I don't remember a damn thing that happened. That's exactly what I don't want to happen. So I did not want for them to do anything, and then Gene to be able to flip the script, come around tomorrow and be like, I don't remember a thing, I was drunk, you know, that was not me, I was not responsible for anything that took place, blah, blah, blah. That's not the case. I want Gene to be in full conscious, you know, just fully in charge of his faculties, so he can make the conscious decision to proceed with whatever, and then 100% give his consent, give himself to Sib, give himself to Gene, and, you know, just have this beautiful, beautiful moment. That is what I want. That is what I want. So I was so glad that they portrayed that scene, and Sib said, no. I swear, it's like the series was made for me so I could go on my rants about consent, and just we can have prime examples. Like they've given me so many damn examples in this series, and we're on episode 4. Like they've given me so many times where it's like, yes, consent, I love it. This is like sent straight from the consent fairies. Like I love this series. But what I love even more is, while after like they rolled off and fell off the bed, Sib, you know, said no, and Gene's still trying to be aggressive, and he's like, well, isn't this what you want, or something, blah blah blah. I know this, you keep trying to seduce me, this, that, and the other, and he keeps trying to go in for the kisses or whatever, and Sib just, you know, talked to him. He's like, you know, I've never seen you as just a big brother, this, that, and the other, and it was just very, very nice, real conversation between the two of them. And that conversation could have easily gone a number of ways, because like I've seen it in real life, I've seen it in movies and whatnot, where like think of like 10 Things I Hate About You, if you've seen it. Like when Julia Stiles' character got drunk and she's dancing, blah blah blah, and she Patrick, what Heath Ledger character's name is Patrick. Heath Ledger's character, you know, drives her home, blah blah blah, and obviously, you know, they're supposed to be our main ship for the movie, so obviously we want them to get together and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, in her drunken haze and whatnot, she goes in to kiss him, and he does the gentlemanly thing. He's like, I'm not going to do this while you're drunk, you know, maybe you should go inside. And, you know, she immediately, because she was being rejected, got her feelings hurt and got all up in her feelings and was like, okay, fine, I'm done with this guy. So this very well could have gone that way, where Sib saying no to Jean could have upset Jean and sent Jean on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, where Jean was just like, you know what, I'm completely done with this guy. I don't want to see blah, 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 blah. Fine, my feelings are hurt. My pride is hurt because I'm putting myself out there and I'm getting rejected. That's easily where it could have gone, but it didn't. Jean seemed to understand, even in his drunken stupor, understand what Sib was saying. It was clear communication, clear understanding, and Jean was just like, hey, can you just sleep with me? Can you hug me? Can you just hold me? And I'm like, you know what? Yes, 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 because y'all know I've said it a million times that I love the intimacy. Sex is great, but I love the intimacy, the kissing, the hugging, the cuddling, the holding, all that stuff. I live for it. I live for it. So the fact that we got consensual, like, no, I want to respect your boundaries. I want this when you're sober. And we got cuddling and all that stuff, all that sweet stuff. I was like, you know what? This is the most beautiful thing in the world. This is the best case scenario of how this scenario could have gone down. And I am so happy whoever wrote this series deserves an Oscar, a Tony, a Grammy, a Better Business Bureau award. I don't know. Give them all the fucking awards, okay? So I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And then we transitioned to the next day when Jean sobered up and he's like, oh no, I don't know what happened. And Sib's like, well, you said you like me and I'm gonna keep remembering that. Bye. And then Jean's like, pick up your friend. Come get your friend from my house. I'm done. And then he went hiding. And yeah, then we had the whole Jean burning his hand because he was trying to hide from Sib, and then Sib's, called his name and startled him, and he's like, I burned my hand. And then Sib, he's like, okay, here, I'll rub it on. And Jean's like, no, I got this. And Sib's like, my hand. And I was like, oh, Sib, Lord, very aggressive look in his eyes. I'm like, oh, Jesus. And then, the whole evening there was just more cuteness with them, and that was enough to, kind of persuade Jean to take a conscious look at his feelings for Sib and just be like, okay, I'm okay if this guy stays here. Okay, Tom, you can let him stay. It's fine. But Tom, lost his phone and he needed to get another phone, so he didn't get that message. So he came the next day. He's like, hey, I'm here to get Jean, blah, 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 or to get Sib. So Sib goes downstairs and Tom's like, hey, let's go, blah, blah, blah. Jean needs his space. And Sib started getting very, very upset. Very, very upset. And this is one thing that you guys mentioned in the comments section. Some of you are on the fence or are on the side that you're feeling like Sib is faking his personality when it comes to Jean. I've seen a lot of parallels drawn between Sib and I, because I seems to be, like I've said in the last few episodes, I still can't figure out I yet. I don't know what his deal is or where he stands with Sib and Jean and just everyone else. Like he's a little bit of a mystery right now. Very complex sort of character to kind of dive into. But one thing I have seen from him is he's definitely putting on this face for the world. Like he's dealing with whatever emotional stuff he's dealing with in his own personal life, whether it's, this woman that we met in last episode, I think, who might be a girlfriend or an estranged family member, I'm not entirely certain, to, trying to get close to Sib, whether it's supposed to be platonic or romantic, I don't know. And then also trying to, just make friends with Jean potentially, or maybe it's platonic or romantic, I don't know. But he's dealing with all kinds of stuff, and you can see in those moments when he's not around people and when he's not on the phone with people, he just kind of lets down this wall, this guard, and he just seems very sad. He seems very sad, and he has a lot of feelings of loneliness and sadness. But he's showing this brave, happy face to the whole world. So he's showing one personality to the world, where behind closed doors, he's this complete other personality. And then with Sib, you guys have mentioned a similar kind of thing where when he's with Jean, you're seeing this super duper sweet, kind, caring, blah, 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 blah. And with everybody else, you're seeing this other personality. And I didn't really see so much of that, with the exception of any time I came into the picture. I didn't see any sort of personality flip with Tom or some other people. All I've really seen him with is, Sib with Jean, and then Sib whenever I was around, and then like when they're on set and whatnot. So like, yes, I've seen him have these sort of like side eyes, whatever looks at I, and for me, I always took it as like, okay, Sib had an interest in Jean, and Sib felt like I was trying to move in on Jean, so he clearly was not about to have somebody moving on his man, because we've already discussed how Jean is, or how Sib is very possessive over a man he don't have. But, you know, with that possessive nature in mind, it's like, okay, well, I don't want somebody else moving in on my man, so he sees I as like, not really competition, but as a threat to his relationship. So he's like, daggers, death stare. So that's how I always interpreted that. But seeing this scene here with Tom and Sib downstairs, yes, there was a complete personality 180, and Sib was very, very aggressive and angry and a little scary. And it's like, So that makes me wonder if like that look we got when Jean was like taking his hand away and Sib was like holding it there to, you know, rub whatever gel on it, that like sort of like really intense scariness, whether that's like a peek at like a real personality that's like peeking out, like the facade was wearing down for a minute, and he's like or what, I don't know. So I don't know whether he's been faking this personality with Jean and like the rest of everything is a real personality, or maybe, you know, maybe it's a combination where where Sib's a little bit more short with other people, and for whatever reason Jean is just someone really special to him, so Jean brings out the goodness in him. I don't know yet. All I know is, yes, there's a clear personality shift between when Jean is in the room and when Jean is not in the room, and it's interesting. And some of you guys have let me know, like, oh yeah, you'll find out in like episode 6 or 7 or 5 or 6. 6 seems to pop in my head, so I'll say 6. But you guys are like, yeah, it's somewhere around episode 6 you'll find out why, you know, Sib has been so nice to Jean or whatnot. And I'm like, okay, I guess we'll see. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. I don't know yet. I don't know, but we'll have to keep watching. We'll keep watching. Well, obviously we're gonna keep watching because I love the series. There's a lot of good things that are happening, but it's a very layered pizza we've got going on here. It's not just we've got all kinds of stuff that we're just stacking on. I'm like, okay, this is getting more and more interesting. But at the end, you know, Sib finally did, you know, say the words like, yes, I like you, and that seemed to make Jean feel some sort of way, make him feel a little bit happy to get that sort of confirmation. So we'll see where things go. We will see where things go in the next episode. And yeah, those were my thoughts. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications so you'll be notified when all of my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments and I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. Mwah. And before you guys go, a shout out to my amazing patrons. I can't begin to express how thankful I am for your support. And if you guys would like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. Love you guys.